Alright, fellas, this game is called Snuff. Ooh, very intimidating. One word titles. Let's start. Okay, so I can't save whenever I need to. Softcore difficulty checkpoints, hardcore difficulty one knife. What's the difference? You awaken with the blindfold tightly wrapped around your eyes, bound to a chair. Your head spins like a wild carousel on the brink of derailing. Part of you wishes to just fade into the void from the pain, which might not be such a bad idea if you had any inkling of what was coming next. Yeah, okay, save here. Hey, is anyone there? You hear unhinged laughter echoing from the darkness, and instinctively you turn your head, trying to pinpoint its source. The ropes binding you tighten and grow more painful with each twist, but the manic laughs only grow louder, mocking your confusion. Let's see. Save him. You remain silent? I don't see what's so funny, assholes. You remain silent. Let's keep calm. The laughter doesn't stop. Your indifference doesn't faze them. This isn't the first time they've seen someone break down while tied to that chair. Time to wake up, my new toy. To call that voice unsettling would be an understatement. You can almost picture the vicious grin as the words are spoken, the tongue tracing over lips in rhythm with the words. I hope you had sweet dreams. You'll need all your energy for tonight's show. He does not even bother hiding his dubious intentions. You try to pinpoint the source of the voice, but your head keeps spinning. Let's see. I beg you, please don't hurt me, or you're the clown of this bunch of degenerates, aren't you? You crack me up, champ. Let's go for the safer option. You tremble with fear, even though you're blindfolded, and can no longer hear the audience's laughter. You can still feel their lecherous gazes piercing through you. Hush now, my dear. No need to fret. Daddy's going to take good care of you. I like it when they act submissive right from the start. I love it. My head's going to explode, or where am I? Where am I? In my private sex dungeon. Nah, your wish. Don't get your hopes up. That voice pierces your eardrums like a rat desperately digging a hole to escape a predator. As you take a moment to gather yourself, you realize the source of the voice is coming from an earpiece placed by your captors. Cut the crap. Tell me what you want, or would you kindly tell me what you want, or at least wine and dine me first? Second option is funny. You seem confused about your current situation. I'll be the director of your last night on Earth. In other words, you're God. You're my property. You'll entertain my audience tonight, and if you do a good job, you might just live to be the brightest star for one single night of your miserable life. You hear footsteps approaching you. They remove your blindfold and you squint against the dim line. As your eyes adjust, you notice a mix of old and modern cameras scattered around the room. TV cameras, digital cameras, and even an old film camera with a hand crank. Suddenly, a hand grabs and rubs your shoulder. Let's see, save it. You turn your head to face the possible judge next to you. You look down, afraid to look. Let's turn our head to face the possible judge and executioner. As you turn your head, you see a black gas mask, its filters outlined with gleaming gems. Piercing crystalline blue eyes, contrasted with hair as red as flames, stare back at you, stunning yet unnerving, cutting through your soul like blades. You scan the figure from top to bottom, latex from ankle to waist, combat boots, a Victorian corset, and her left arm covered in black tattoos against skin as white as snow. A particular sense of style out of place, a mysterious enigma in the shape of a woman. Where does it say? Here it say. Serious question. Are you so ugly that you wear that mask? The sparkles don't really help you now. You're trapped in the shithole too, aren't you? The woman's gaze shifts for a moment, radiating empathetic warmth. She rubs your shoulder with the hand she has resting on you. Then she walks with the grace and confidence of a model on a runway, heading towards the spotlights and cameras now aimed at you. I saw her first. That ass is mine. Got it, Romeo? He also sees her as his plaything, One more piece of meat roasted over a slow fire in that hill. A barbecue for the depraved. You look to where the cameras are, avoiding looking at Nix or... Who's Nix? Is that the name of the director? You hear the hyenas howl. The show is about to begin. The audience starts chanting a name, growing louder with every chant. Nix! Their voices rise to an almost hysterical pitch. Nix, Nix, Nix. Calm down, my dear guest. I know you're all eagerly awaiting the introduction of our favorite hostess. Decides to watch you ignore the presentation. Yeah, let's watch it. Why not? Watch the presentation. Generic rock music blares in the background. The spotlights and cameras shift their focus to the masked woman Nix, who steps forward with her arms raised towards the ceiling. She starts doing side flips. The spotlight follows her every move. On the fifth flip, she performs a somersault and lands in a split. She raises her arms once more, as if reaching for the heavens, her gaze fixed upward at the ceiling of this filthy place. The audience erupts in applause. They're starving for the rest of the show. Nix walks towards you while you're still tied up. Let's put on the best show we can tonight, shall we, handsome? As if I had any other choice. It's not the first time I've been tied up, but it's the first time without asking for it. You wink at Nix with his cheeky sly fox face. You're awful at flirting, miss. You're moving way too fast for my liking. Let's see. 1, 2, or 3. Let's go for the second option. Nix narrows her eyes in bewilderment, her face reading, "Is this guy for real?" with a raised eyebrow. Her confusion becomes palpable and uncomfortable. You try to save face, keeping up your fuckboy smile like, sucker. Look, kiddo, under different circumstances, I'd find it kinda sweet, but you do realize I'm supposed to be your torturer, right? The young woman is as flattered as she is confused, maybe by your lack of shame or common sense, perhaps both. For now, cut the crap unless you want them to order me to cut your balls off. Seriously, I mean it with love. After her sweet advice, the woman walks back to her seat as if you haven't said anything, or at least you wish to think so. Nix ignores you. Even you don't understand what you're doing. You stare at the cameras, able to hear the white noise from their screens. After this warm welcome, we'll proceed to the first game of the night. You hear applause, whether real or not, from the audience in the background. Let's see. Well, now that you mention it, boss, I hope it's not a magic contest, since I can't pull a rabbit out of a hat unless you want me to pull it out of my ass. You fall silent for a moment until you scream. Just like your daddy showed me last night. Heavy silence hangs for a few moments. Suddenly, someone grabs you from behind by the neck with what appears to be a restraint collar attached to a metal extender. You resist. I don't resist. Two men dressed in black suits with signs and their faces hidden free you from your restraints. Ooh, why? They lift you from your chair and along with the one holding you restrained by the collar, they guide you towards the cameras. The bright lights dazzle you. Nix rolls a card with a television on it to place it in front of you and then steps back, becoming just a spectator. The men force you to kneel in front of the TV, and even though they let you go, the one with the leash stays alert. The screen only shows static. You look at the television screen, a figure begins to emerge on it. Have I ever told you about Jimmy? The director's voice asked. You can only see his outline on the screen, and the only thing you can make out from his apparent build is that he must be an obese man. Let's see. No fucking clue, boss. Too late to figure out your place after calling me that, but I'll give you a rundown on Jimmy's story. The figure on the television leans in towards you, its nicotine yellow teeth visible as it recounts the fate of the poor bastard. Jimbo was a drama queen with a diva complex. She was too difficult to work with, so I had to let her go, in grand style, of course, my way. Can't afford to have disobedient bitches in my cast. Okay, and what does that have anything to do with me? Just tell me what to do so I don't get killed, for God's sake. I'm a dead man, what the fuck do I care if you jerk off on my corpse now or later? The first option is really defined. Fucking sissy, what a waste of my time and money. At least scream properly, you useless trash. The TV turns off. The two masked thugs place a metal mouth opener on you. Another pair of hands with thick black gloves that look like they came out of a lab. They grab your eye sockets, with their fingers and pull your skull, making you look up. You are forced to smile with your mouth pointing to the sky. You feel your soul escaping from the pit of your guts. You see screens on the ceiling, all broadcasting in real time your morbid smile forced by the oral instrument, showing from your teeth and gums to your whole throat as a cesspool of saliva and vulnerable exposed pink flesh to the delight of the spectators. You hear the audience cheering in pure frenzy in the background. The climax of the show has begun ahead of schedule. You hear a container being opened with a liquid inside. Then you see an uncovered blue plastic jug being lifted above you. The contents make a noise of what seems to be debris crashing together as it floats inside. You can read on the white label in large black print, sulfuric acid. Panic overcomes you. You want to run, to flee, but you can only scream for help. You see yourself panicking with the screens on the ceiling. Oh shit. You're showered in acid. Corrosive rain soaks you, caresses your skin, burning and cracking it. Your throat and intestines exposed to the acid melt like paper and water in seconds. You are showered with these decomposing humans raining down, the remains of the famous Jimmy, your predecessor. Oh, okay. Your eyes become a sort of soup of pus and blood. After pouring out the entire contents of the canister, you writhe for almost another minute, hearing the audience applauding the deformed mass of fibers and organic tissues trying to scream with their melted vocal cords. For a moment you stop feeling pain. Your senses are overwhelmed. Your skin, blood, and other bodily fluids mingle with Jimmy's remains. Ugh. You stop hearing your audience. The show is over. Oh, okay. Just tell me what I do so I don't get killed, for God's sake. You're hysterical with fear, clinging to life. The director savors your suffering. I'll ask you something very simple. Bring a tear to my eye, begging for your skin. You can hear the director's breathing from the screen. This is your last chance. Do not waste it. Alright now. Alright, for God's sake, someone fucking help me, shit, or alright, old man. Time to lick the director's ass. Okay, let's see. I would continue, but I have to stop it here because I have to prepare for work. But let's see the options here. Sorry because you're a fat fucking loser seeking a validation from fucking degenerates eager to see innocent people die. Biggest piece of garbage a mother could ever give birth to. I'm not even worthy of being part of your masterpiece. Spare my life, please, I beg you. Let's go for the first option next time. So this is Snuff. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves because I have to prepare for work. Goodbye.